Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Propagandacast Shadowverse episode with me, our host Imperial Dane, King of Kings, Master of Cards. And today's episode is going to be covering Tempo Buff Forest, sort of a slight variation of my previously posted listed Tempo Forest deck here. Running some of the same cards with an increased number of Fashionista Nelches overall for, well, A, buffing and debuffing, which is of course a lot of flexibility in just one card. And then sort of, because a lot of people just asking about your quick fit in, sort of trying in here White Vanara, which is basically one of the Forest Craft legendaries added in this expansion. Has the ability to just, when you buff it through either the spell and effect, can basically just, evolve for free, gaining Stormant, or also just a big fat ward. So it can be sort of a reasonably effective finisher under the right circumstances. Of course, the trick is triggering it. And of course, in that regard, we got Sibylla here to help deal with that. And of course, theoretically also Elf Song under certain circumstances, so that's going to be a rather expensive combo. Otherwise, sort of a lot of the usual sort of Forest Craft staples: Rain, Insect Lord, Fairy Whisperer, Airborne Barrage, Fairy Drive for any of the more aggressive decks I've considered replacing. The problem is he's just such a good, card for just adding pressure and just finishing off a match at time, so I don't really feel like he's too expendable. Sibylla, of course, works quite well in buffing, just making your bolt stronger, can also be used in aggro decks, more specifically. And of course, Theta sort of help take advantage of all these buffs to help you draw more cards. And of course, Fairy Saber has some additional finish. In that regard, the deck has numerous ways to take advantage of its larger bolt states just push through. So let's see how this sort of version of it works. Remember, again, the core of it works, but we'll see if we can sort of get the sort of new additions here to work with it as well. So let's have at it, shall we? Going second versus Dragoncraft. This is likely going to be Ramp. And so going second versus that is generally not amazing. We get Feeder to stick into Sibylla. We're in a reasonably good position to also get a 1-drop, which we don't. Otherwise, things look a bit more bleak, in particular Ramps here now. Doesn't. And he's PDK, since they're the only ones that run Staircase to Paradise. Most other decks don't really bother with that one. Now we see what he has here. Dragon Cleaver Roy, he's like got a removal there, so I mean we don't need to trade. We'd rather just get the card. I could also play Starry Elf and trade, but I'd rather draw a card here. I would rather draw a card, in which case we draw Wood of Brambles anyways. Go. And there he ramps. There he ramps Doodles. Then we play down Wood of Brambles. I've got both of my Fashionistas there. Not that I particularly need them right now. And I'm just gonna evolve and trade forward here because he can't trade with any of my board due to this. He can evolve, of course, but then that's that. That is that. Otherwise, I've got no real interest in it. And again, he's gonna evolve something else anyways because he wants to ramp even more. So there you go. Well, we got a few options here. Trick is, of course, which one do we aim for? I think we're just going to keep pushing ahead here. I have to say, Fashionista in this deck feels pretty clumsy and awkward. Like, she's not a particularly good tempo play, which is rather what this deck is looking for a lot of the time. Tempo plays, and Fashionista just doesn't work for that. She's a rubbish tempo play, if anything. She is a rubbish tempo play. At least that's sort of my impression of it. Absolutely rubbish. Which isn't particularly doing me a lot of favours. There we go. Go inside that. Inside that. And roll. Just play down some stuff. Hopefully we pull into Vanara soon, but otherwise again, like Fashionista Nelcha really just does not feel like a very good tempo play. Quite the opposite. She just feels weak. Like she doesn't particularly do a lot what the deck wants to do, which can of course generate momentum and push ahead. Which, at least in my opinion, rather renders her a bit weak. I mean, I hope I soon pull into White Vanara, because otherwise I'm in trouble, but right now I'd say I'm feeling very tempted just to replace Fashionista Nelcha, because again, she just feels out of place. I mean, again, sort of for controlling elements on there, she's good, but like for a buff side, she's just not worth it. She is just not worth it. I usually want to be doing other things with her, and right now we're not doing any of those things. Alright. And that's why we run Fairy Drive, because she's a pretty good finisher. Unlike Fashionista Nelcha. Of course, in this situation, she does pretty good, but like directly tempo-wise, eh. First versus Runecraft, 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop. Looks good. Looks good. At least as good as it can look. Even better. 3 drop theoretically, depending on what our opponent has. I mean, if he can't remove Fita and we then play Sibele, boom, magic. And so far, it doesn't look like it, because Runecraft does not have any 2 PP spells that can move that without getting spell boosted first, or being drawn out first, like, you know, say with Mysterian Knowledge. So this is pretty good. Boom, even better, because our friend is likely going to play down a Golem next turn. For that, Mr. Missile. Because very understandably, he does not want us to keep, you know, boosting that Fita and just keep drawing. Oh, I got some bad news for you, my friend. And we drew into our 3rd Fita. Good God, it's a gentle elf jackpot. Unfortunate. Oh, very unfortunate. But such is life, such is life. So we can do this in a couple of ways. guess we do it like this. That way we can still buff. Vita, clear that one out. Draw another card. Set up for a Fairy Saber turn, or possibly White Vanara turn, depending on sort of what we need. And Sykes. Now the big worry is Chimera, I think, for me at least. So that can quickly make them... That into Chimera would be even worse. Fire Embrace. Alright. Now how do we do this? I mean, I could theoretically play down Fashionista, Insect Lord, because I'm not going to need that one. Save the buff then for next turn and sort of push in damage, in which case you can probably push in about now 4 damage, and then 6 with Vanara. The other option is Fairy Saber, and we push in 6 damage now, which leaves 7, but then again we got to set up with Fashionista and Elcha. I think I like that one. I think I like that one. Next turn we Starry Elf and Fashionista and Elcha, going for Angel Stress, in which case she's going to work out well compared to last match where she just felt like she was kind of breaking the hole. Hello. So it's that kind of deck. Well, won't be able to kill us next turn. Oh wait, we're going to be one short of damage on White Vanara. That's a problem I actually didn't think about. Well, we got a second one in theory, so I don't know. Maybe we can make this work somehow. Maybe. Maybe. Hope he doesn't have Levi. Not good. And now we sort of, as you might notice, have a bit of a problem. We don't have enough reach again. The problem with White Vanara, as you can see in these cases, like, it just... shall we say, push sufficiently far enough. Well, we can hope, but like, the problem is if he clears that easily, I'm dead. And there we go. Like, White Vanara just doesn't feel particularly sufficiently good as a finisher. Going second versus Room Cup, likely going to be another spell boost. Elf Song, Interstar Elf, not bad as such, not bad. One drop, pretty good. Pretty good. Of course, also confirmed there with the insight there. Oh, golden. That's going to be a bit more unpleasant. Go, got 3 things to play. Got 3 fairies, so I can basically play in fairy and either of these 2 here next turn if I have to. If I have to. And then we can set up for Elf Song, which is pretty good. In this case, Fairy Whisperer, Fairy Pop. And then next time we can play down 2 more fairies and an elf song. You'll likely at least blast away one of them. Might even blast away 2. I hope he doesn't. I hope he doesn't. And he did. Oh, that's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. Oh, game over, I guess. Oh, for you. Hello. That looks pretty solid. Just need a 1-drop. Just need a 1-drop. You're not a 1-drop, Rain, but you'll do. You'll do. I just hope he doesn't have a Lancer Kahulin on turn 2, so we can just buff it with Sibylle. That would be the ideal situation. For the Brambles. Also very nice. Also very nice, but not something to play down just on empty boards. That's just a waste of good wood and Brambles, particularly if I don't have anything to play. Like, I don't want to use my Rain because he's just pretty great in, say, on turn 5, but that definitely wasn't particularly fun. Alright. Elf Song as well. Too bad I don't have a particularly large amount of playing because, I mean, I could play down Rain now, but again, that means possibly wake at turn 5, of course. I mean, that's a bit the problem here, so these cards don't necessarily play too well with the rest of the hand. There you go. Buffing up the rest. You can just, well, there's Frontline Cavalier and there's Gawain that both give me a bit of a hard time here. Boom. At least it wasn't Gawain, at least that way I don't have to worry about a fast, say, King Arthur. This is slightly on the more awkward side of the spectrum, but I guess we do it like this, then save Rain for the next turn. I mean, I could try and push ahead here. I mean, we got a little bit bored. I think that's probably my best bet. Just force him to trade with me. Since his knights can't easily trade with most of this stuff anyways. Or can the rest of this stuff. So we'll just push ahead here. Might be the wrong choice I'm making, to be honest. But I think I'm just getting bogged down fighting this. I'm going to lose out. So I'd rather not. I'd rather not. An interesting choice there. Healed him up a bit as well, though, which is unfortunate. Sacrifice his own frontline cavalier. That's definitely not an outcome I mind. That is definitely not an outcome I mind. Hello. Big hello. Someone's about to have themselves a pretty unpleasant day. Down to 10 health. He's going to struggle clearing out this on turn 6. Like, Soulcraft doesn't have any AoEs that can deal with that. I mean, we've got 2-3-3, so 3-2 and 2-2, and a 5-4. Like, his options for dealing with this are limited. Even with a Chromatic Duel. Ooh, animated. Lucky bastard. I wish I had an animated Chromatic Duel. Like, his options for dealing with is range from so and so to not the best. So we'll see what he does here. And since he might have, of course, got Fairy Drive as a finisher, so as long as like 2 survive, I can generally finish this off pretty well. There you go, traded out 1 Fairy. I'm guessing he's going to evolve into Rain here. I mean, if he doesn't, I just straight up win. I mean, the problem is, for him at least, I win either way, but he doesn't particularly make it less winny for me. So we got 5, and we got about. Probably don't want to be playing that out then. I want to wait a turn. Plus, this makes it hard for him to use Lance of the Tempest. Like, he can't trade in here, and this. So, I mean, the board's going to be pretty sticky. And King Arthur won't necessarily save him either. Like it normally would in these cases. And he has no Sky Fortress, which he can play out. Young Ogre Hunter Momo. And Queen Magnus. Not a bad choice as such, but as you might notice, it's too late. So there you go, tempo buff for it. Again, the buff side, again, I might just be playing it wrong and probably I need some more work with it. Maybe I just need some other changes to the deck to sort of make it fully work. It don't particularly like work amazingly well. I mean, obviously stuff like Rain works amazing, but that's just because Rain is amazing. It's probably one of the best Forest Craft followers in the game, and honestly I also think just represents pretty amazing design, but like she can sort of really pull you out there. But comparatively, Fashionista and Elch in that sense, just I think in a lot of cases don't quite out. I mean, can work in mid range, which over has a slower plan, but like in a faster deck like Tempo Forest, Fashionista and Elch doesn't quite, I would say, pull her weight in comparison. And Vanara again is just sort of a dead card otherwise, like if you don't have that as well, and because I mean, well, you can do other things, like it's a bit trickier to set that up, so I'm not entirely sure of that. I mean, it could be I just need to like consider some other options. Maybe I need to include Aries instead, so that way, you know, create a like, you know, a bunch of Fairy Wisps into White Vanara with an Elf Song and say turn 8, but even then it might notice it's very quickly becoming increasingly complicated, and that's kind of, I think, the issue with White Vanara. There's not a lot of easy ways to like just buff him up. They're like, he's a bit too awkward at the moment, so I don't know. I mean, I could include some other true drops to maybe make it easier, but even then it just like it adds, I think, too many layers, whereas the rest just sort of more seamlessly, you know, integrates with the rest, like, you know, again, Cibele, Vita, Rain. It's just with Elf Song also just, you know, it very neatly fits together. Comparatively, Vanara doesn't quite fit in as well, and again, Fashionista and Elch, well, I think he's just been played for his Demon Stress, whereas the Angel Stress currently doesn't, I think, quite carry its weight either. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'll probably make some changes just to remove the buff package again, except again for Cibele because great, and of course Rain because she's just amazing. So there you have it. I mean, sadly there wasn't much here to White Vanara, but like a lot of the time it's just way too tricky to get off, I think, in my opinion. Way too tricky. So there you go. This is Imperial Dane signing off with today's deck, Tempo Buff Forest. Again, I'm less certain about these two cards. For the rest, again, works pretty well. And again, I suppose is buff as well, but possibly not quite as much buff as people would like. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, liked it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it. Share it, spread the word, spread the wealth of my wisdom to everyone. This is Imperial Dane signing off. You're back in another 2 days' time with another deck. Cheers, everybody.